Hello YouTube, welcome back. Today I would like to review Killzone 2 for PlayStation 3. Now Killzone 2 is a first-person shooter that was released way back in 2009 on PlayStation 3. I think it was one of those very early games to be released on that console, maybe a launch title, and I think it still stands as one of the best first-person shooters on any console, even the ones that are currently available. I'll explain why. Now this time the ISA, basically the humans, launch an assault on Helghan, the homeworld of the alien Helghast. And to the credits of the developers, they've created the most dreadful, dark, misty, war-torn place imaginable. It really strikes that fascist and militaristic tone that they were going for. Of course, being a game from 2009, the graphics have aged a bit. Well, there are some muddy textures here and there, and simple facial animations, but that's hardly a problem. The lighting effects, the explosions, the sparks flying about within Killzone 2 are still incredible. From the Helghast eerie illuminated red eyes to the lights on the soldier's uniform, everything looks amazing. The production values of this game are very high. Now you play as a pretty forgettable character called Rico and fight alongside just some other forgettable AI soldiers as well. And they have some really awful macho dialogue, lots of swearing and everything like that, and it's just so unnecessary. But let's forget about that. The game is all about the shooting, and it delivers. The game offers some really standout, intense assault missions, like this one you're currently looking at, where you need to capture a bridge from the enemy, and at the end of the game there's also an assault on the palace of the main villain. You know, those are standout missions, but for the rest you'll fight through corridors, through big buildings and areas. But the game is very linear, so it looks big and glossy, but there's only one way to go. You get a bunch of militaristic looking weapons like pistol, machine gun, rocket launcher, shotgun, but also some more exotic ones like this somewhat overpowered arc rifle. Unfortunately, besides your pistol, you only get one weapon slot, forcing you to make the right choice for the right situation, so to me that's a good thing. Now the shooting feels really beefy, very satisfying, also due to the amazing sound design. There's also some bombastic classical score in this game that really swells when the action heats up, so it all works together real well, very intense, and it's just really amazing. Now the controls of a first-person shooter on a console, I think they are very important because I am a PC gamer, usually play first-person shooters on PC with mouse and keyboard, but I must say that the button layout of the control is very useful for a first-person shooter. The right shoulder button is used for firing, the left trigger for taking cover behind obstacles, and the cover system works really well. I just had some problems with having to press and hold R3 for running in this game, so that felt a bit off and strange. The enemies, the AI enemies, do a nice job moving around from cover to cover, tossing grenades, running at you and trying to knife you. Not so much can be said about the AI buddies. They are really terrible. Sometimes they're very passive, like here. Or bordering on suicidal, and you need to revive them many times throughout the course of the game. Now the game has some technical issues as well, like this loading in the midst of a mission, and again that breaks the immersion. I'm not much of a multiplayer gamer, and I only tested it for a short while, but to my surprise there are lots of active games and people playing this after all these years, so it must be really good. So all in all, if you're looking for a solid shooter with a thin story but with great production values on PlayStation 3, you don't have to look any further. So, a thumbs up for this one. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.